Wow, thank you, Suzanne, for that lovely song. And thank you, Danny and Dean and Kevin and Garen and Johanna and Ralph and Don and Latrice. What beautiful music we get every Sunday. And if you come twice like me, you get to hear it twice. So, wow, this is my 6th Sunday being here, and sadly, it's my last one for a while. I hope to come back. But that's one feature every Sunday has been the music for me. The music and the sense of community and just the loving presence that I feel when I walk into this space. And I want to celebrate that we have transformed this space to where we see each other. Not just physically and visibly, but I see you. I see you. Thank you. Thank you for your willingness to be part of this transformation, of this change. And one of the benefits of having 2 services is that they're both different. In the first service, I was so moved emotionally that as Thomas alluded to, I was just weeping because it broke me open. And it reminded me of something I think Friday night I mentioned at the end of our session together, that part of being human is being willing to wake up every morning and have your heart broken. And so I've been broken open today. And what's the beauty about being broken open is it leaves one open. And so now I'm open to the joy which is filling me for being in this community. So thank you. Oh, and the other nice thing about 2 services is that I don't have to give the same talk twice. And I don't know if I could if I tried, because as you notice, I don't have any notes. I didn't really prepare anything, but I just want to share what's alive for me right in this moment. In the theme still of this journey of transformation, which we began together on Easter, and then have been every week adding a little piece to, where we started off with letting go of fear and choosing trust, to letting be as we rested in the ocean of aliveness, cultivating compassion for ourselves and others. And now this week, as we move up, letting come to open ourselves to the yet unknown possibilities. And maybe you had an experience of that already when you walked in the sanctuary and saw the chairs and thought, wow, I had no idea this was possible. So we're already in it, which is a beautiful thing about this process, is it happens on its own. And I want to share with you a little mini process I had since last night that brings me back into trust that this is a way I can relate with my life. I received an email last night that was really challenging for me to read. It brought up a lot for me around money and about how I hold my offerings of generosity. And it created, well, it didn't create anything. It stimulated some things in me. What landed in me was a sense of sadness and fear and some frustration. And so I was able to have a phone call that helped me understand where this email came from, and then was able to have a sleep until about 4, which is when I usually wake up. And that's honestly when I do most of my planning, between 4 and 6. And so I was able to sit with that, this letting be process of being with the message that I'd received, and just kind of sitting with what I felt and what I needed and what I imagined was important and what I knew was important to the author of the email. And then finally went back to sleep, not really knowing how I'd be when I woke up. And honestly, on the drive over here and even walking onto the campus, I wasn't sure. But once I came onto campus and I walked into that garden down there and I felt the earth, the grass under my feet, and I saw the beautiful plumeria tree, and I saw Jubilee John and others I've seen every Sunday, my heart started to break because I realized, wow, this is my home right now. This is where I'm called to be. And so the unknown possibility arose before me that I can be brokenhearted, broken open, and share that here in this space today. And I want to make the bridge because, of course, this journey of healing and transformation is not just a personal one, it's also a journey we are on in community. Metaphorically, we may be in different places at different times, but in this metaphor, right now we are entering the realm of unknown possibilities here, Unity Church of Hawaii. And the people who are going to continue this work, who are going to make this happen, you're all sitting in this room because my work here is done, nearly so, and I'm heading off to other places to do other work. You're going to stay here and do your work. And what I'd like to do now is I'd like to acknowledge the people who have been on this journey with me, who have been coming to the classes and the sessions and the healing circles over the last 5 weeks. If you've been to even one session with me, would you please stand up? I'd like to acknowledge and recognize you for your diligence, for your willingness to say yes. This is the group that I'm calling the faithful middle, because you are the middle, the core of this congregation, of this community that will help inspire and lead this congregation, this community into the future and all of the yet unknown possibilities. So let's please recognize these beautiful people who have given so much too. So I look forward to coming back in the future and seeing what has been created or what has been moved forward. And I'd like to conclude today by offering a song to you. It's a song that I received as a transmission a number of years ago, I think about 8 or 9 years ago, in the middle of a long meditation retreat in the mountains of Colorado in the winter. And I was really struggling in this retreat about who am I, what am I doing here, where am I in my life, where am I in my practice. And this night after dinner, after our evening sitting, I was just really struggling and kind of in a lot of emotional pain. So I walked outside and was walking back to my little cabin, and I stopped in the snow and I lay down and I looked up at the stars, just amazing winter stars at the Shambhala Mountain Center in northern Colorado with the moon out and just this amazing stillness and peace. And I started laughing, because I realized that all these stories I had about myself and my problems, my troubles, they were really insignificant, and they were just stories compared to the vastness of what I was seeing and what I was experiencing and what I was feeling, being held by the earth and being shined upon by the moon and feeling the space around me. And so this song came to me in that moment. I mean, I've worked on the words a little bit, but the essence of this song came to me, and I'd like to offer it to you as my blessing to you and life's blessing to us. There's just one planet we all can call home. The earth is our mother wherever we roam. She holds us, supports us in every way. This generosity inspires me to say, may I stand like a mountain, may I shine like the sun, may I be just like the full moon in a stainless sky, lighting the way for everyone. The warm golden sun radiates patiently, and just like the earth, this offering is free. For those who receive it and all those who yearn, the sun asks for nothing, no, nothing in return. So may I stand like a mountain, may I shine like the sun, may I be just like the full moon in a stainless sky, lighting the way for everyone. In the dark night of ignorance we all abide, blind to the truth that we could find inside. Our fear and confusion creates a cocoon, our own inner wisdom just like the full moon. So may I stand like a mountain, may I shine like the sun, may I be just like the full moon in a stainless sky, lighting the way for everyone. Oh yes, and may I stand like a mountain, may I shine like the sun, may I be just like the full moon in a stainless sky, lighting the way for everyone. Blessed be and amen.